Now my starter has been sitting most of the day, and as you can see, it's grown quite a bit in this container. It's ready to use. And I've just gotten my mise en place ready here. So I have my unbleached bread flour, my scale, a big Pyrex bowl with a lid. And then I have just ready for later a bowl with cold water in it and this little scraper tool that I'm going to need later. And my salt and my spoon. So I'm going to pass my camera off to my trusty partner here. Okay, so to start, I'm going to weigh out about 395 to 400 grams of water. I usually try to land on about 396. A little bit of an overshoot, get up to 402, so I'm just going to spoon out a tiny bit. And then next I'm going to add my starter. So it's really bubbly now. The website describes a float test that you can do when you're first building your starter to see if it's ready to bake with. I've been baking with this for about 5 years now, so I don't need to do a float test every time. And then I zero out my scale, and I'm going to weigh out about 90 grams. 60, 77, 85, 95, that's fine. And then I stir it like this, just to get it all incorporated. And it should sort of look like milk at this point. And then now is when I usually add my salt. Different sources will tell you to add salt at different times, but I've found that this method, I get the salt throughout. I do about 2 teaspoons of really good coarse gray sea salt. You can use any salt, but I like this. Give it a little stir. And then now I do about 520 grams of bread flour. I have a certain spoon that I like for this. This I tend to be pretty exact about. It's usually about 5 or more big scoops like this. 320, 428, 520 exactly. And then now what I do is I give it all a stir with my spoon. And what you want is described as shaggy dough. So it's wet, shaggy dough. I'll get my hands in there later, but this does have a nice feel to it. It's pretty much incorporated now. So now I'm going to let this sit for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back and you'll see how much it's changed in just that short time.